Greetings, YouTube shave fans, Shaving Cadre fans, Type 2 diabetes rescued by keto fans, SuperCurve Honing fans. Bill here on Saturday, March the 11th. Gonna do a little talk and a shave. I'm continuing on my Williams journey, courtesy of Spider from the Cadre. What would Spider do? The Shaving Cadre. Well, Spider would get as many people as he can to use Williams for the month of February, and then drag it on till the puck's gone. And then if you're really gonna go for the extended minimalist, you'll see how long can you make one puck of Williams last. So the puck of Williams that I got came courtesy of Spider. So it's surprisingly, I just never used it. You know, it was one of those things that you heard so many people saying how bad it was, and some people saying how good it was, and I just never tried it until now. It's not my favorite soap, but it does work okay. You can see, you know, it doesn't have too much trouble getting puffy and staying slick, and you can shave with it. And it's, you know, if shaving was more than just more than a hobby, if it was just a chore or something you had to do to get yourself presentable, I can imagine that, the economics of it. You pay $1 for a puck of Williams, and you use it for a month. It's certainly a lot cheaper than the can of foam stuff. Okay, so and I'm continuing with for this journey the Thiers Issard 7/8 blank face, pretty horn scales. I think this is 17 shaves with the Williams, so this is better than 20 shaves on this particular edge. And it's still going well. I think one time I did an edge test on a TI razor to see how long the edge would last. I think I went about 30 and I just got bored with it. And I can't remember if I rehoned that piece or not. Two and a half days, I think, since I shaved last. So I'm also going to try today, an order of what I call the China Wonders came in. Because sometimes you get these things and you wonder why you bought them. And I ordered them with a blue scale that was, like in the picture, a little different than this, but this came in and this was okay. This is your shoulderless gold dollar. Okay, and this took a lot of work. I gotta talk about this a little bit, but So 20 shaves in versus fresh tone, gold dollar, 20 shaves on that. So that still shaves. This is actually cutting a little bit easier. I wouldn't reject that razor at 20, but you know, if somebody wants the top edge performance and they decide, okay, this is not performing like it was when I fresh honed it up, so you hone it up. And whatever that number is, that becomes a number that somebody who just wants to be one of the keyboard crusaders. I forget who it was that said that. Or drive-by assassins, as I've heard them called. Well, you only get 20 shaves to that razor. The way you hone it, I can get 100 shaves out of mine. You can kind of see I'm still trying to develop my technique on my mustache and my chin. Parts of my face that I didn't shave, which, and you know, I started shaving because it is those parts. It is the most difficult part of your face, I think, to shave. Although for me, I think down here is the trickiest to keep from getting irritated. And I'm still working on this area right here where I got to learn to come around, make that first pass down, and then really do a stretch coming up. I mentioned on another video, and I forgot, Mike had sent me a link for Caleb McCullough, who is a great guy, and he was talking about how he does it because that skin sag or whatever you got going there around that corner. Apparently, at one time he would have gotten some cuts and stuff there. So the China Wonder, I ordered these things in October last year. I was about half wondering if that was like, it was like, you know, take the money and run, and I was never going to see it. But they did finally show up. I think I sent a couple of messages wondering where they were, and I was getting ready to apply for a refund. But they showed up. And they're pretty, you know, a kind of a unique scale, but it's still just a plastic type thing. And this was very, very interesting. They, you know, gold dollars is started to go to, they got like this etching that they do on there now. Okay. And I believe that these blanks are the same blanks that the gold dollar 66 and 208, but they at their factory or whatever have gone ahead and have taken the stabilizers off because I kind of hold this up next to a 66 and it just looks the same. Okay, but this was like really, really, you know, it's not too bad now, but the hone guides were uneven, and when I measured, when I put a, you know, I started trying to hone it, I just could not get it to really apex and edge very well. And then I measured it, and it's like, I'm coming in like 23, 25 degrees on an inclusive bevel angle if you were working with a prismatic triangle for your honing. And it's like, that's really, really wide. So and parts of the stabilizers were still in there, and they were bumping around on the hone. Plus, I think it's pretty typical for right in this area here for this to be a little fat, and you get on the hone and it kind of rides up and makes just a real huge inconsistency in working with this. And you know, I don't know how many hours I spent on this. You know, I don't know if I got a bunch of them. I don't know if they're all gonna be that way or not. It does shave good now. But I actually had, and let's see if you can see it. I put this on my Edge Pro Apex, and let's see if I can. You can kind of see how much I ground down, and then the little shine, how much I ground down, and then you can see the little shimmery line, which is actually where the polish from my SuperCurve hones is coming in. But I mean, I ground the bejeebers out of that. I wish I could get a really, you know, and I got it down to where it's like an 18-degree angle or something like that, and then it honed up well. But it is why I call these things the China Wonder. So after you know 6 or 8 hours of grinding away and doing this and trying that, you know, it's the China Wonder. They came from China, and you wonder why you bought them. You bought it because this is your hobby, and you make these things and you give them away and stuff like that. Violating my the shave pattern. So the honing on this was done in my current method, where I have the 2-foot radius SuperCurve Arkansas stone. Use about a 1K super stone slurry. Then I go to the 3-foot radius soft arc with a 5K slurry. Then I start beginning to hit the edge with it, on the long dimension, which is like a 12-foot radius Arkansas with a 12K superstone slurry. Then I hit the Suhiro 20K, and then I go through a progression on balsa. They're all shaped up on the Jared plate. Shaped in the long dimension. Dovo green, Dovo red, Dovo black. And then I go to CBN, half micron, quarter micron, 10th micron. And then I go on to a flat rue leather. And that seems to be what seems to be something that's consistently working. Once once you deal with the confounded goofy shape of these things. I've done better Williams leather than this. I put some of that sterling frost drops in here, which I guess is a solubilized menthol crystal, and I just don't feel a cold hit from it. So I've been working, I tried off camera, I tried the reverse grip that Mike had showed to me, where he did some pictures and helped me understand how this would, I just did not feel comfortable in going that way, and I decided that I'm going to try to work more on developing that more commonly used cross-handed method. I think the most difficult thing for me on that cross-handed was right here in the mustache area. Well, the funny thing is, and I've known this, and a lot of people have said that around the mustache, those big 7/8 razors are a little bit more difficult to work around there. And actually, that, I guess that's like a 6/8 gold dollar. That's a little bit better. Oh, there's another thing, and I'll make sure you visit shavingcadre.com. That's where I hang out. I'm wearing my excess lather storage official shave shirt. Bill M, that's me. Max Headroom, he's my avatar. I've been that, and go there. And there's a bunch of great shavers. Look into the members video section. The other guys, they call them out. I've been putting them in on the description. So check in my descriptions for the other channels that you should check out. And there is one guy, and I'm gonna call him out on there. I think it's the luxury shaving hobbyist or something like that, who's actually following Barber Dave's tutorial guidelines that are on the Cadre for learning the straight shave, and he's videoing some of his stuff. And I applaud him on following that program. I didn't follow any more regimented program, but I've read through Dave's since then. I probably actually should do it just for the fun of it. I'm going through this Williams thing. It would have been something fun to do. But that guy, look him up, and I'll put his link in the description too. So I'm giving him a shout out for actually doing that and going through on video and doing that. Glenn, great. I applaud what you're doing. If you join up over at the Cadre, okay, join on the Cadre, look me up, okay, and private message me an address. And if you would like, I will send you one of these because you're going through Barber Dave's program in your educational thing. Don't hold me to a time frame on these, because if the other ones are as much effort to hone up as this one is, it'll take a little bit of time. But as you can see, I'm shaving, and it's shaving every bit as good as the TI razor that I've been more regularly using. Maybe I'll just do the last pass all with this, and it would not be. I could send you this one. I would sanitize it and all, but I'm going to go ahead. This is the first one. I'm going to keep it. Hopefully I can make them not quite so rough. With some of the steel removal techniques I had to use. So I would set you up on this. You're gonna look on my channel for and you can see how I hone these things up and how I test them and all that kind of stuff. And I'll test it if you want me to. PM me if you want me to test shave with yours and then sanitize it and send it out. I can do that. Either that or. It'll go through all the same tests that I went through on this one before I shave with it. It'll give you a backup tool to use as you develop your technique. Okay, so that's a pretty good 3-pass shave with a few little cleanup areas. Getting better on this area. Okay, I still got a lot of work to do here on this. With trying to avoid cutting myself, and I've done a couple times. I've done extremely well, but today's not necessarily one of those days. It's acceptable. It's acceptable, but I'm just wanting just a little bit more. So see what Alan does. Alan tells me I didn't dig into myself too bad. Just about pretty much the way I want it to be. Just where, I can feel a little bit of something. To know that I've been to shave. So, and then finishing up, I'm going to use the eucalyptus mint. Okay, and it's a minty flavor. I think it's like a peppermint that he puts in here. This is not a menthol. You do get some chilling effect, but not like if you're one of those people that has bad reaction to menthol. There's an option for you. That stuff. And for the aftershave, I'm going to use Sterling Sandpiper. I pulled this up and I noticed I've never noticed it has a little bit of an amberish color. I don't know if these colors change in time. I always thought it was just clear, but I don't know. I forget what the homage. This is a Yves Saint Laurent or something like that flavor, and that's good. Gold Dollar TI razor, and then I'm gonna do the powder cannon that at the Cadre meetup last year I got when we went to the barber supply store. I like this one. I got a couple of these from Amazon that have this like horn type thing, big, but I actually, and it looks like the internal mechanism is pretty much the same, but I kind of like this one a little bit better. This, and I probably should have put a piece of tape on these things and labeled them what the scents were, so that I could remember what it is, but didn't do it. So great Saturday shave. Hope you all have a great weekend. What's left of the weekend? I was due to do another shave video, and I figured this would be a good one with the honing up of the China Wonder. Well, actually worked better than I thought it would be, and it's going to help me a little bit, because if I need to do that material removal on the spine on the other ones, I will do that. But it does shave pretty good. When I did that, and I think I'm actually going to take one of these, and I'm going to see if I can hone the whole thing on my Edge Pro, which I got a new plate on there. It's a long story, but it has a smaller knob on there. I think I can get that angle down a little bit lower. But at any rate, I would be interested to see what kind of results I get, because I got a whole bunch of these. So might as well have something to play with. So that's Bill. Great shave. Couple little boo-boo spots that I got to work on. So I hope everybody has a great week, and visit Shaving Cadre. And take care until next time. Bill, out. Bye.